What up, YouTube? It's your boy, CM the Go 5, man. Back with a new video, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the day of the last day of the deliberation. The judges got done. The jury got done. Got to come up with a decision on Puff. So we're gonna get into it, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, Malone TV News. Your boy, CM the Go 5, man. We in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. Let me do this. We're in the building. We're in the building. Let's go. Let's go. I believe it's gonna be. I don't know. It's gonna be a close one, y'all. It's gonna be a close one. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? He may come home, or I don't know. But we just have to wait and see. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get up here. Whatever.
On the SAT. Most people would think if anyone could get into an Ivy League school, it'd be Zach. And on the other hand, take a look at Sarah. She doesn't have the best GPA or test scores, but she has things that Zach doesn't. She
right in front of the jury. The girl yesterday, she stood there like this.
Oh.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can. First up.
Follow Sean G. The podcast was sold on Instagram. The podcast was sold on Spotify. Yesterday when I left the courtroom, y'all heard in my voice and in my delivery. Share this video to academics. Send this video to academics. Shout out to, what's up, baby? Shout out to academics. Academics, thank you for all of your support. Send this video to academics. What's up, baby? I see you. Yesterday, I was a little down. I was concerned. I had anxiety. I was worried because y'all know I'm invested in this case. That may be a good thing, that may be a bad thing, but whatever thing it is, the honest truth is I'm invested. Mark Agnifilo. I was concerned because I said, if he don't come out and do his thing, Puffy is doomed. I said that last night when I was by myself in my quiet moments, when I was walking down here today. And even when we got into the courtroom, court started at like 11 minutes after 9. Then they had a problem with the jury. One juror had some transportation problems. The jury came in, and at 9:32, Mark Agnifilo took off. The judge at 9:11 a.m. asked him, say, Mr. Agnifilo, are you ready? He said, yeah. And when he got ready, the judge said, bring in the jury. This is at 9:11 a.m. Then somebody said, yo, Judge, the jury ain't ready. There's a problem with one of the jurors. So I said, well, maybe this is some type of delay tactic on behalf of the government to try to get Mark to get nervous under the pressure. And we had to wait another 21 minutes. And I know that some people in pressure situations, everybody's not good under pressure. 9:32 came. Judge Submarine says, Mr. Agnifilo, are you ready? He says, I am, Judge. And he took off. The first words out his mouth to the jury. And he has on a microphone. He's got on a microphone so he can move around. He'd be down here. Then he come up here. He'd be up here. Then he get down. He come over here. Then he come. He is animated. He's demonstrative. He's all over the courtroom. He is displaying to everybody in the courtroom, including the judge, that he runs the courtroom. Look at me. Focus on what I'm saying. Listen to me. Watch what I do. Check me out. And he be everywhere. He got the microphone. Yesterday, we saw Assistant U.S. Attorney Slavic stand there and read to us like a Christmas book. Dark Skin Jermaine. Dark Skin Jermaine. The Assistant U.S. Attorney yesterday was reading something to us that somebody gave her to read. It wasn't hers. This was Mark Agnifilo's case. I think he's been Puffy's lawyer for a long time. He's invested in Puff. He knows the details of this case. He did not stand in front of the podium. His body language was erect. His eye contact was sharp. His hands were flying. He's cracking jokes, but being serious. He's dealing with the case. He's cursing. He's doing everything. He has total control of the courtroom. The first words out of his mouth, he said, there's 2 trials. He said, there's 2 trials. He said, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, there's 2 trials. He said, there's one trial with the evidence, with the witnesses, with the testimony, with the direct examination, and with the cross-examination. And then there's another trial, which is the fake trial. 2 trials. 2 trials. The real trial and the fake trial. He said there's the real trial and the fake trial. And when he did the fake trial, he pointed at Maureen Comey, Slavic, Johnson, Smith, all these institutions. He pointed at him. He said, and then there's the fake trial that the prosecution is trying to put on. He pointed at them in their face. To their face.
Welcome to Arcade. With this plugin, you could make sounds that.
And then he went in. He said Sean Combs is a successful black entrepreneur. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. This is a white man unafraid to deal with race. Check me out. He said Sean Combs is a very successful black man, black entrepreneur. Read it in the transcript. I didn't write no notes. I got no notes to read. The note taking is over. This is the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl. Blue 3, right? 36, 17. Blue, what?
Touchdown.
There's no more practice. There's no more scrimmages. This is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This is the World Series, NBA Finals, NCAA Final Four. And the reason I couldn't take no notes, Ravens fan 22, the reason I couldn't take no notes is because Mark Agnifilo was all over the courtroom. He walked up and down. The microphone that he was using, he had a bad microphone. He had a bad microphone, one of them wireless joints. And when he was staying close to the joint, it would sound good. But then when he moved away, you couldn't really hear that good. So the hearing in the overflow was, sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad. But everybody in the overflow, I'm in 24B, they had 24A, I think they had 23. Everybody in the overflow, where Mark Agnifilo was doing his thing, he's all over. He's here, he's walking here. What's up? I see you.
You're my favorite person.
I see you.
You all day.
I see you.
2 days in a
What's
row.
up, baby?
We've been waiting for you.
Hey,
I
listen.
know. I love him.
Listen. I couldn't take no notes because all of my attention was on Mark Agnifilo. He made everybody in the courtroom was sitting up like a Doberman picture in the front seat with the window cracked. Everybody in the courtroom I was in 24B. Everybody was like this. Everybody. This was Mark Agnifilo. Mark Agnifilo was here. What's up, man? He here. He down here. He up here doing this. Down here, yeah. Over there. Yeah. Well, killed it. He dismembered the RICO. He said, man, he says, I can't believe, I didn't take no notes, but to the effect of what he was saying, I can't believe we here talking about a RICO case. I can't believe we talking about a RICO case. He says, this is he says Cassie and Puffy, they were swingers. He didn't run away from none of that. He killed it, man. He killed it. Everything, nothing of what that girl said yesterday, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. And Maureen Comey is going to probably do the rebuttal after Mark Agnifilo is done. But who cares? It don't matter. It don't matter. Mark Agnifilo has won RICO cases. He has. Take care. Thanks for coming. What's your name? Danita. Thank you, Danita. All right. Mark Agnifilo, this is what he do. This is what he do. He pulled apart the bribery. There is no bribery because no law enforcement was involved. Kidnapping. He destroyed Capricorn Clark. He destroyed Kid Cudi off the top of his dome. He was coming off the top of his dome. He had his notes. But see, them assistant U.S. attorneys are this is their occupation. They're employees. Mark Agnifilo, this is his client. He pointed to his family. He said, Puffy help people. Look at his family. Listen. Destroyed Kid Cudi. Destroyed Capricorn Clark. Destroyed Mia. Destroyed Cassie. There was never no rape. Man, he killed it, man. Puff, who's that right there? CB. You've done an excellent job covering this case. Black excellence. Mark Agnifilo brought it home, and he's talking to the jury. He walked like the jury is right here, right? It's the jury is right here. Look, all the jurors is back here. What's up, man? All the jurors is back there. Mark Agnifilo did this. He walked right up to him. He ain't scared. Come right here. Stand right here. Oh, hey. Right in front of the jury. Right in front of the jury. The girl yesterday, she stood there like this. Then they went to the store. And then there was, listen, man, game over. I've always said this from the beginning. These assistant U.S. attorneys, they can't compete with no Mark Agnifilo. They can't compete. They're out of their league. And it showed today. Today you saw a man get in front of the courtroom and say, this is what the fuck I do. I do high-profile RICO cases. And let me show you how it's done. And all they could do was sit there while everybody in the courtroom, the courtroom in 26 is packed.
The next big thing in restaurants is retail. The restaurant POS you love now includes mobile.
23B where I was packed. 23A packed. Now, the people that are anti-Puff, that want Puff to go to prison for 30 years at the age of 56, get sentenced to 30 years and do 26 years off the 30 and be 82. If he survives, he may die in prison. They want him to go to prison for a bullshit ass trial, right? They got mad. They mad. They getting up, walking out because they see Mark Agnifilo is taxing them. This is what I do. You understand? I do high profile RICO. That's what I do. Then we went on break. Right? So while we go on break, what's up with you, babe? How you doing? What's up, man? Everything good? I see you. Yeah. Yashara. What up? Thanks, Sean G, for bringing us truth on a daily basis. So we go on break, right? we go on break. Now, during the closing arguments, you couldn't call no sidebar. You got to let whoever up there just rock out. But if the prosecution was able to do a sidebar, they would have said, sidebar, sidebar. They would have said, sidebar, sidebar. But they couldn't do no sidebar. But this is what they did. When they was on break, Maureen Comey, Assistant U.S. Attorney Maureen Comey, jumped up and said, we got 3 issues with what Mark Agnifilo did in terms of the kidnapping and the bribery, the kidnapping. So what Mark Agnifilo did when he dismantled the Southern District of New York's fake trial, Mark Agnifilo said there's 2 trials. There's the trial with the evidence, the witnesses, the testimony, the exhibits, the real trial, and then there's the fake trial that the prosecution has put on. So while he was crushing the fake trial, he said you can't charge kidnapping for this reason after he broke it down. You can't charge bribery for this reason after he broke it down. So when we went on break, they got mad. The prosecution, what's about saying? The prosecution got mad, and the jury was sent out. So now they arguing back and forth. They wanna diss Mark Agnifilo and shut him down. And then Judge Submarinian, he only 2 years on the bench. He shouldn't even be on such a high profile case. He's only got 2 years on the bench, and a case of this magnitude is above his experience level. This case should have been given to a much more senior judge, but we're here and this is what we're dealing with. He right off the bat side with the prosecution, saying, okay, well, when the jury comes back, I'm going to instruct them that they needed to disregard everything Mark said about the kidnapping, the bribery, because Mark killed it, right? Then, once the judge said that, Alexander Shapiro, Puffy's other lawyer, Puffy got about 9-10 lawyers. Got like 9-10 of them.
Dream team.
Got like 9-10 of them. Got paying them tall dollars. He paying his lawyers tall money. The assistant U.S. attorneys, they make short money down here. Puffy paying his lawyers tall. Alexander Shapiro jumped up and said, hey, Judge, hold on a minute. Yesterday, when the federal prosecution made allegations, damn near outright lies and violated the law, we didn't say nothing. We let them do their thing. So for y'all to do that to us today would be prejudicial and it would be unfair. Maureen Comey jumped back up. She said something. Oh, well, we didn't stop them yesterday. Then they went. Who is that right there? Dark-skinned Jermaine. I'm here for interest of the demise of successful black men in federal court. In the process of learning the facts, I became a supporter of Diddy. We should all be seeking truth. Wanting Puff to die in prison is crazy work. Dark-skinned Jermaine, thank you for that super chat.
No doubt.
EVE Online is a vast universe.
Maureen Comey stood back up and said, well, we didn't, they didn't stop us because we didn't break the law. But Alexander Shapiro, she had sat down at this point. So the judge started back talking. Alexander Shapiro, public, stood back up and said, yo, hold up. I wasn't finished. And she said, if you're going to admonish and chastise Mark Agnifilo, don't do it now. Wait till he finished, because that would influence the jury that he did something wrong. They didn't say nothing. So they brought the jury back in, and right off the rip, the judge did what Alexander Shapiro asked him not to do and kind of straightened him out in front of the jury. You understand? But, you know, Mark Agnifilo, he didn't allow that to get in his dome. He kept right on going, went right back for the jugular vein. Right back for the jugular vein. You know, and basically said Cassie and Puff, like their bedroom life, their freaky bedroom life, whatever they did, they were swingers, right? And they were entitled to do that. You know, they like to do threesomes. You know, he even talked about doing anal. He brought that up in court. In court. He said it because there's no time now to be conservative. There's no time now to be cautious. There's no time now to be afraid. A man is looking at a life sentence or 30 years in prison for this charge. So he got to let it all go. And he basically said that what they do in their sex life is personal. It has nothing to do with Combs' successful businesses. You understand? He ran down on Mia. Mark Agnifilo, it's a done deal. As far as I'm concerned, I don't even care what Maureen Comey, what her rebuttal is. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And that's what we needed. You know, Puffy needed this, man. He needed this. He needed this. And all that has to be done. And see, why I like that they selected Mark Agnifilo is you got 9 men on the jury. 9. And then you have a man presenting the closing argument, right? And a white man at that presenting the closing argument. That's powerful. That's powerful. And he hit a home run, man. Everybody who was anti-Puff, they was getting up, leaving the courtroom out. This motherfucker, because it's over. It's over. The burden of proof is on the prosecution. Puffy is innocent. And he said that. Yo, this is what he said too. He said if there was any winner in this case, it's Cassie. She's got $30 million. And she's not no victim. She's not. She says, then he pointed at Puff. He said, Puffy is in jail. Look at him. He's in jail with 4 U.S. Marshals escorting him back and forth to his cell. Who really won here and who lost? You know, he got rid of the rape. You know, he dealt with everything, man. The arson, no fingerprints, no DNA of Puff at the arson. He went to Kid Cudi's house to fight Kid Cudi. Because Puffy probably told him, I went to fight Kid Cudi, and Kid Cudi said he wanted to fight Puff. He said, man, they were going to have just a regular fist fight as men. There was no gun. Capricorn Clark said that there was a gun. He also talked about Capricorn Clark wanting Puffy to hit it. All them years, he might have hit it. Puffy might have hit it a few times. I think, you understand? And the reason she was jealous of Cassie is because she wanted Cassie's spot. Cassie had a Jaguar payment done, rent paid, clothes. She's on the red carpet with Puff. She on his jet. Puffy is in the, and she wanted Cassie's spot, but Puffy didn't look at her that way. Let's talk about the kidnapping joint. He framed this perfectly. He said, Capricorn Clark testified she was kidnapped doing the lie detector joint. She went 5 days to have the lie detector, but she went home every night. He said, how the hell could you be kidnapped and you go home every night? Then he pointed to the jury. He said, look, he said, oh, y'all come here. You've been coming here every day for 2 months. Are you kidnapped? Or you get to go home every night, right? He says, there's no kidnap. And he just killed it, man. He killed it, man.
Wix gives you the freedom to tell your story. With a professional...
I don't know, we keep putting these clown faces on. You know, Puffy's chances of getting acquitted went up exponentially today. If I'm on the jury, not guilty. I don't know if I could go not guilty, but I can't go guilty. I can't. There's nothing I could go, you know. And then he showed the tape where Puffy assaulted her at the elevator. And he slowed it down to show that when Puffy came around the corner in the towel, right, and threw it down, he had nothing in his hands. But what's up, man? What's going on? But after he threw it down and he's walking away, he's got a so that he came, that Cassie took his phone and was gonna go through his phone and start, you know, he talked about all Puffy's women. And then he brought up the point, and I thought this was good. How do we know? Because yesterday the prosecutor said that, oh, he threw her down and he was dragging her back to a freak off that she didn't want to go to. But he said, how do we even know there was another dude in the room? Because there's no evidence that there was another man in the room. They said Jules. How do we know he was even in the room? He broke it down, man. He broke it down. You know, I can't see. To me, there's nothing that the assistant U.S. attorney, whoever's going to do the rebuttal, because the government gets to do a rebuttal to what Mark Agnifilo just did. What's up, Sidney? Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. I can't see nothing. Hey, Sidney, you was in there, right?
Yeah.
Come here. I can't see anything that y'all saw Sidney on my channel. I can't see anything that Maureen Comey can say to get the jury. What about Mark's presentation today, man? Versus the girl yesterday sitting there reading a book to us.
Night and day. He's comical with it. He's got the jury's attention. He's got everyone's attention in the courtroom. But what killed it for me was at the end when he completely discredited the whole rape situation. The way he had the whole courtroom just say, "Oh my goodness!" Like he broke it down, the timeline, the date, and then
the husband called on the FaceTime on the Bat Boogie phone.
On the phone.
Bat Boogie phone.
Discredited the whole rape.
Right.
The rape is no good. And once the judge said at the beginning, if you feel somebody lying at any point, you can discredit the whole testimony. And with the rape being discredited now, the whole testimony can be discredited.
Right, because Cassie said that Puffy took it, that he took the kitty cat in September of 2018?
Yeah, 18, right.
2018. But what happened was she started dating her now husband. He told the whole story.
Right. Broke it down.
Puffy got with Cassie while she dealing with the new dude who's now her husband and father to her 3 kids. So while Puffy hitting it
3 o'clock in the morning,
dude, her now husband is calling her on the FaceTime. And he was the Bat Boogie phone. She didn't pick it up. Right?
The next day, Puffy hit her up and said, "Yo, you talking about me? Got other chicks? You got somebody calling your phone FaceTime 3 o'clock in the morning? What's
Right,
up?"
right. Puffy said, you always going through my phone, checking on my honeys, but me and you together, and your Bad Boogie phone ringing. This is what the markers calling the Bad Boogie phone.
And she tried to play it off and make it like, "Oh, it ain't nothing, it ain't that serious."
Right.
And that's when it was like, "Oh, Cassie, come on now." And the whole courtroom just started laughing.
Right, right. And the husband found out, her current husband found out, and when he found out, Cassie told him as an excuse that he took the kitty cat. And then that's when the whole story of Puffy taking it from her in August of 2018, that whole story came about. And then Puffy hit it again in October, 60 days later. He hit it again. So everybody in the courtroom was like, yo, oh, ooh. Mark Agnifilo, I thought he did a good job.
He did a wonderful job. He won the case. Like he owes Puffy his life. Puffy owes him his life. That's it. It's a wrap.
Can you see 12 guilties after what?
No, not at all. Not at all. I can't even see.
I couldn't see 12 guilties yesterday or the day before, but after today with Mark Agnifilo, I definitely can't see it.
That's it. So
no RICO. He dismembered the RICO.
And he's not done.
Yeah, they still got to do the. Appreciate you, Sidney.
Yeah, no problem.
They still got to do the. He broke down the trafficking. You know, how could you traffic somebody you're in a relationship with, that you're in love with? And he said, look, I'm not going to put up a whole bunch of exhibits, and we're not going to read a whole bunch of text messages, because you know that already, and I don't have that kind of time, and I don't want to waste your time. You already know. And he just killed it, man. He killed it.
All right, we're going to leave that right there where it is, man. So as you see, Mark Magnifico, lawyer Mark Magnifico, he did what he's supposed to be doing, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's Puffy. He's the top dog. He's the head lawyer. So from what they saying, he came in there and killed. So we're gonna see what the jury gonna rely on for, as you know, a verdict. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if Puff gonna come home. Well, you know what I'm saying? So for those people, you know what I'm saying, that doubted, Puff got a whole dream team. Like I said since day one. The nigga got the best lawyer in the game. You know, he got enough money. He had enough money to buy the best top lawyer. When you got them top-notch lawyers like that really do their fucking job, you know, and really got to do what they need to be doing for, you know, trying to win the case for their client or whatever, oh, they gonna work. And see, he been Puff lawyer since day one, so it's not like he new to him or whatever. But we'll see what happens, man. If you have, man, go check out my book, man, on Amazon.com, man. Barnes & Noble. Hustle Forward, Not Backward. Mama, I Made It. Yours truly, Charles Malone, man. And I got the description on the back of it right here to tell a little bit about me and everything, man. So go check that out, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Charles. It's your boy, CM the Goat 5, man. Malone TV News, and I'm out.